Hey Rev City Church, thanks for joining us today for another Revive to Life daily devotional. James 1 verses 2 through 4 says, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature, complete, not lacking anything." Now, I don't know about you, but when someone says the word joy, the first thing in my mind is not typically trials and testing. Nevertheless, the Word of God actually tells us to consider it pure joy when we face trials and tests in our life. So the question is, how do we find joy when we're going through something difficult? If you're going through something challenging right now, I want you to remember a few things. First, when we live a life of faith, we can have the confidence that pain always serves a purpose. God promises He will work all things for the good for those who love Him and are called according to His purposes. That said, it doesn't mean everything that happens to you will be good, but that God will turn it for your good. Pain can be a powerful reminder that we are not in control of this life. And in God's economy, it should always remind us that God will never leave us or forsake us, and that He will turn all things for our good. Secondly, this verse reminds us that our joy grows when our faith grows. And how do we know our faith is growing? When it's tested. You see, there's a practical principle here that James's audience would have understood. When a silversmith was asked to test the purity of silver, he would put it under intense heat, at which all the impurities would come to the top. The refiner would then scrape off those impurities called the dross and heat up the silver again. You see, this would be repeated over and over again until the silversmith could see his reflection of his face in the purified silver. It was at that moment he knew the silver was pure. Church, we have to understand this. The Lord our God is our refiner. When we go through difficult things, He's not punishing us, He's shaping us, He's molding us and transforming us into the image of His Son. He won't stop until He sees His reflection in our lives. As Christians, that is the purpose of pain. That is how our faith grows. And when our faith grows, our joy grows as well. So here's my encouragement for us today. Keep believing and trusting your life into the refiner's care. When we do, we will experience true joy in our life, and we will reflect the Father's heart to others. As James said, let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature, complete, not lacking anything.